Hey there everybody and welcome. It's Jackie here from stampingjack.com and it is it's Thursday, the 9th of December. We're on Thursday this week instead of our usual Wednesday. So welcome. I've got a packed evening planned for you. So as you'll notice, I've got my copy of the new mini catalogue. So this is the new catalogue that's coming out in January next year. I can't show you the inside of it yet, but I can promise you there's lots of gorgeous new stuff. But I think you can get some hints here in terms of some of the things that you might see inside. So the other thing is that when this comes out in January, a brand new celebration also starts in January. And again, we've got some lovely freebies that will be available then. So over the next couple of weeks, I will be sending out these catalogues to anybody who wants them. So as you join, just leave me a comment so I know you're here. And I'm going to double check that I am in the right places. Yep, that looks good. Hi Lynn, welcome. Thank you for sharing. Yes, if you're watching me on Facebook, then please do share this video. That would be awesome. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, then give me a thumbs up or a like. And if you want to share it, that'd be great too. So as I was saying, new catalogue coming out in January. So I've got some stuff to do over the Christmas holidays. Yes, hi Mary. Yeah, I've missed you guys too. I've just been ridiculously busy. Hi Sue, welcome. I'm planning on taking nearly 3 weeks off over Christmas. I'm going to my parents in Ireland. Be probably 2 years since I've seen them. So see my family in Ireland, that'll be really, really fantastic. I'm so looking forward to that. And then I'm really looking forward to some downtime. So Mary, yes, your new address. How's the new place? I've seen the photographs. It looks fantastic. All you got to do now is decorate it for Christmas. 17 The Wilderness. Is that true? What a great address. Oh, that's fantastic. I hope it's not actually in the wilderness. Yes, I've fallen behind on my Christmas cards. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping yet. It's just so unprepared this year, so unprepared. So my husband Kevin is in the UK at the moment, picking up our son Rupert. He finishes school on Saturday, so he's going to come home, which would be lovely. So yeah, I've got, now that he's away, I've got a couple of days, so maybe over the weekend I might catch up and actually do some Christmas shopping and Christmas card posting. We did get our Christmas tree up last weekend, so the place looks lovely, but it was quite a challenge for us because this is our first Christmas in this house. And we'd been in our last house for, probably 16 years. And we knew everything just was done exactly the same every single year. We knew where everything went and it all worked perfectly because we'd developed it over the years, and now it's all just different here. So it's like, not sure that goes there or whatever, but that's all part of the fun. So yes, I should be posting out the new catalogue to you over the Christmas holidays, so keep your eye out for that. But obviously because a new catalogue is coming, it means that this catalogue is going away. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff here that's retiring, lots of stuff that's discounted, and there's quite a few bits that are carrying over. So what I want to do tonight is to go through with you page by page to just tell you or show you or highlight to you what's what, because it can be a bit confusing. I've also got some lovely card projects for you, so we'll do a bit of crafting as well. So if you don't have it, I suggest you go grab your July to December mini catalogue and we can start going through it together and you can start marking stuff off. So I'm just going to grab my pen. This one. Okay, I've marked it all up. So you ready? Let's go. So first of all, so this stamp set here, Strong of Heart, is retiring and it is 50% off, so it's just £9.50. So I really like this stamp set, especially like this little card. So So that's, and as I say, at just £9.50, it's really, really good. So there's lots of stuff. In fact, most of the stuff that's discounted in the catalogue this time around is actually 40-50% off. So there's some really, really, really great bargains. So I'm just going to whiz through this, and then if you want to watch it on the replay, you can pause as you go along. Okay, so this is just our kits. So now we have the gingerbread and peppermint sweet. So the bundle here is retiring. Don't worry, Mary, you can catch up. And then, but the pretty pillow box dies are carrying over. The Memories and More stuff is retiring. The ribbon is carrying over. So what carryover means is that it will stay available. So this stuff won't be in any catalogue, but it'll be in the online store. So you can still order this stuff from January. The acrylic pieces are retiring. The craft paper is carrying over, which I'm really pleased about. The masks are retiring, which I'm a little bit disappointed about because I really enjoyed playing with those, and the paper is retiring. But none of this is discounted. Now, we get on to the stamp set. So the stamp set is retiring, and that's 50% off, just £10. And the coordinating dies are reduced 30% off, so that's £21.70. So what I suggest you do if you wanted this is don't buy the bundle, buy the individual items. Okay, it's much, much cheaper. The Sweets and Treats stamp set is retiring. The craft gift boxes, so that's these little ones with the window in them. These are carrying over, so they'll be available, they'll continue to be available from January. Next one, which I'm quite disappointed in actually, is the Merry Everything. So the stamp set is just £10. So I love this big greeting here, the season's greeting. I'm going to use this stamp set on one of our cards later. And we've got lots of dies for our snowflakes. If I show you, I've got some of these have been out already. So it's a really big die set. Some of the snowflakes cut, some of them emboss. So it's a super, super set, and like that, really, really good big sized greetings. So yep, that's 50% off, and the dies are 20% off at just £25.60. Hi Doreen, welcome. So the stars are shining, so the punch is carrying over. So I'm really happy about that because I have used that on quite a few cards. So here we go. I've used our dazzling paper that was part of Celebration. So this is a great little punch to have, not just for Christmas, but for all sorts of stuff. So it's good that that's sticking around. And then the stamp set is retiring, 50% off, £7.50. Obviously the punch cuts out these bits as well. The Great Tidings stamp set is 40% off, £11.40, and the dies are 50% off, just £13. So I think this represents really, really good value. I think it would make some lovely religious themed Christmas cards. I think it's really, really nice. Next up is Painted Christmas. So the Painted Christmas, so these two bundles are retiring. The gold leaves are going to carry over, but they won't be available until next year's autumn-winter catalogue. So if you wanted these, you would need to get them before this catalogue finishes. This ribbon is retiring, which again, I'm quite disappointed in because I really like that, the cherry cobbler ribbon. The paper is carrying over into next year's catalogue. So again, you won't be able to order it from January. You'll be able to order it from July. When the new version of this comes out. Okay, so because these are carrying over, so the bundle is retiring, but when these carry over, they won't be a bundle anymore. So if you like this, I would get it now, because then you get the 10% discount, whereas after January you can buy it, but you have to buy them separately. And the same for the Christmas to Remember. So it's carrying over, but the bundle is retiring. So after January, you buy them. You can only buy them individually. Next up is the Words of Cheer. So the stamp set is retiring, 20% off. It's just £12.80. And the dies are 50% off, £16.50. Next up is the Snow Wonder stamp set, 50% off, £10. And the coordinating dies, 50% off, £15.50. Next is the Classic Cloche, is 50% off, £10. And the coordinating dies also retiring, 40% off, £16.20. The shaker domes, which coordinate with these dies, are retiring. The Encircled in Warmth stamp set is retiring, 40% off, £10.80. So again, I think this is a lovely stamp set because it's got nice big greetings on it. The silver foil pack is carrying over, so we'll be able to order that, continue to order that. Whimsical Trees stamp set is 50% off, just £10. The dies are retiring, but they're not reduced. And I've made some cards recently with this stamp set and dies. So this was the last live that I did. I particularly like that. Those little trees. There we go. And then we used this to bake a non-Christmas card. So I would grab that one if I was you. That's a really, really good one. The paper is retiring. The ribbon is retiring. These snowflakes, these iridescent snowflakes, are carrying over, but they won't be available until next Christmas. Okay, or till July, till the next catalogue comes out. Okay. What have we got next? So, Peaceful Deer stamp set is carrying over. The Builder Punch is also carrying over, but the bundle is going away. Now, in the new catalogue, there is a new stamp set that coordinates with this punch, but it's spring themed, so I can't show you what it is. All I can do is let you know that it's there. So the Happy Holidays stamp set is retiring again. I really like the fonts on these. And the Border Punch is retiring, 30% off, £14.70. So we're going to be using that in one of our cards later on. Snow Body Better retiring, 50% off, £10. I think that's really good value for this stamp set, actually. The Real Red Ribbon is retiring. Be Jolly is retiring. Holly Jolly Wishes is retiring, 50% off, £10. Again, I think this is a great stamp set anyway, and at £10 it's fab. So we're going to be using that for one of our cards later on as well. So it's got a lovely range of different kinds of greetings. It's a great sentiment set. So Sweet Stockings, the stamp set is retiring, 50% off, just £10. The coordinating dies, 50% off, just £14.50. That's really good value. The Felt is 30% off, £5.77. Hi Diane, welcome. The Matte Dots are 30% off, £5.25. The Ribbon is retiring, 10% off, £5.88. And the Designer Series paper is retiring. The Delivering Cheer stamp set is retiring. The Brushed Metallic Gold, Copper and Bronze foil is carrying over, so you'll still be able to order that from January. Penguin Place is carrying over. So here's some of the cards that I made with that. This is just really, really cute. So the stamp set and the punch will be available in next year's autumn winter catalogue, but they won't be available as a bundle. So if you like these guys, then get them now so that you can get your 10% discount. The Knit Together background stamp set is retiring. The Knit Sweater dies are 30% off, £22.46, I think that says. The Candy Canes background stamp set is retiring. The red and green foil sheets are retiring, 50% off at £4.62. So they're worth stocking up on, so they're always handy. We've got the Peaceful Cabin bundle is retiring. Yep. This is the Snowy White Velvet sheets, so they're carrying over and will be available in the autumn winter catalogue. The Timber Embossing folder is carrying over, which I'm really pleased about. You can still have that. The sequins are retiring, which is a bit of a shame because these are really nice. The Glittered Organdy ribbon is carrying over, so I'm really happy about that. That's a lovely ribbon. And the Designer Series paper is retiring. So again, this is beautiful paper. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a quick drink. I would recommend that you stock up on that before it's gone. So this Peaceful Cabin stamp set's retiring, no discount. The dies are retiring, 20% discount, £27.20. Oh, you still with me? We're halfway there. The Arctic Bears are 50% off, £10.50. And the coordinating dies are also 50% off, just £14. So again, this is whilst the images are wintry, some of the sentiments and stuff aren't, and some of the dies are really, really good for creating backgrounds and things. So have a look at that one. The Bright Baubles is retiring, no discount, but the dies are reduced by 40%, just £19.80. So again, the dies could work even without the stamp set because you've got the detail dies, and these are really big images, so that's good. For Unto Us, retiring 40% off, just £12. Again, lovely sentiments here, particularly of a religious nature. The Red Velvet Sheets are retiring 20% off at £4.40. The Angels of Peace stamp set is retiring, and I'm a bit sad about this because I just love this image. It's 50% off, £10. But if you look, You're an Angel, and sometimes angels are just good people with kind hearts. They're not Christmas. You could use that just as really, really lovely. It may even make thank you cards or sympathy cards. The Merry Melody 3D embossing folder is carrying over, which is really, really good. So that will continue to be available. The Merriest Moments stamp set is carrying over, but will be available in the next autumn-winter catalogue, and the same with the dies, but you won't be able to get the bundle saving price. You can only buy them individually. So next up, the Blackberry Beauty Suite. So Beauty of Tomorrow is reduced 50% off to £10, and the Leaves dies, again, 50% off, just £16. So £26 for this bundle, rather than the usual £46.75 is really, really good value. The Gold Shimmer Vellum is 30% off, just £3.32. And the Ephemera Pack's retiring. The Gold Shimmer Ribbon is carrying over into the Autumn-Winter catalogue, and the paper is retiring. The Welcoming Woods stamp set is retiring, 40% off, just £12. Again, this has got some great sentiments in it, and these sentiments have shown up on quite a few different cards that I've made recently. So I would recommend that one, especially just at £12. This one, I'm not very happy about. This was my favourite item in this catalogue, and that was the gorgeous Leaves. So the stamp set is retiring, no discount. So you can see I've made quite a few cards, and I've made a lot more than them. I've actually just sent them out. So the stamp set's retiring, no discount, but if you haven't got this already, I would definitely recommend getting it. The Leaves are retiring, 40% off, just £15.60. Now again, most of the dies here work without the stamps, so the dies on their own are worth getting for sure. Pretty Pumpkins retiring, 50% off, £10, and the coordinating dies 50% off, £13.50. The Nuts About Squirrels stamp set is carrying over, so that will continue to be available after Christmas, and I'm really pleased about that because it's just such a cute stamp set. Next we've got the Halloween stuff. So the Cutest Halloween stamp set's retiring. The Punch is retiring, 50% off, just £8.50. The Treat Boxes are retiring, 50% off, £4.62. The Stars Sequence, 50% off, just £3.50. The Ribbon is carrying over, which I'm really pleased about. And the paper is carrying over, and unlike any of the others, this one's discounted, so that's 40% off, £6.45, so that's really good. So these are all retiring, no discount. Clever Cats is retiring, 30% off, £11.20. The Black Glitter paper is retiring, 20% off, £4.40. Again, I love using this paper. It shows up quite a lot if I want to, particularly if I want to add a little bit of bling to a masculine card. So I would recommend stocking up on that. So Harvest Meadow. So unusually, the bundle here, the whole bundle, is carrying over. So from January, you can still buy this bundle, which is really, really good. The Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder is carrying over. So again, that will continue to be available from January. The ribbon is retiring, 30% off, just £6.47. The brushed metallic dots, they're carrying over, which I'm really pleased about. The cork paper is retiring. And the paper, the Harvest Meadow paper, is retiring, and it's also discounted, so 30% off, just £7.52. Next up, we've got the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set. So that's retiring 50% off, just £10. Again, I like the font on these. For £10, that's really good value. Heartwarming Hugs paper, Designer Series paper is retiring. Sparkle of the Season. Now here was another one of my favourites. That is retiring, and I'm really quite sad about that. I'm going to use this tonight to make a card. So you can see they make all sorts of, makes cards for kind of all around the year. So the stamp set is retiring 50% off. It's just £8. Unfortunately, the dies aren't reduced, but if you bought these two individually, it would cost you £40 rather than the £43 for the bundle. The star-crossed embossing folder, 40% off, £4.20. And the Little Delight stamp set retiring 40% off, just £9. This is a good beginner stamp set because it's got lots of different sentiments. Oh, nearly there. Reflected in Nature is retiring. Time of Giving is retiring, 50% off, just £8. The dies are retiring but not discounted. Thinking Thanks and Peace is retiring, 50% off, just £10. So again, this is a super set. These are really big sentiments. We're going to be making a card with one of these later, so I would definitely recommend getting that one for £10. That's excellent. These are the kinds of things where, you know, especially the Thinking of You and the Peace on Earth, just that on the front of your card and you're done. You know me, I love a good big sentiment. The Well Defined is retired, 50% off, just £10. Joyful Life is retiring, 10% off, just £17.10. I'm a bit sad that this one's gone because I like these little guys. I think they're cute, and again, like especially the hedgehog and the bears and stuff. You don't have to be wintry or anything, so I would recommend getting that one. These guys are cute. And then the Festive and Bright stamp set is 50% off, just £10, and the Festive Finishes dies are 50% off, just £14.50. So that's almost it, but obviously as with any catalogue, the host sets are also retiring. So if you like these, you have to place an order before the end of December, because obviously come January, the host sets available will be different. Whew. So there we go. That is what's staying, what's going, and what's discounted in the July to December mini catalogue. So this catalogue runs up until the 3rd of January. Okay, so do make sure to stock up on your favourites. So we'll make some cards now, but while I get myself sorted out, leave me a comment and let me know what's your favourite item from in here, and what do you think you might want to get your hands on before it goes. Or if you already got everything, that you want. Diane's asked, why do they retire things but not a discount? So it's dependent on the stock situation. So if they've got lots of stock of it, they discount it. If they haven't got lots of stock, then they just let it run down. So that's worth mentioning, actually. All of this stuff is only available while supplies last. So when it's gone, it's gone. So that's why they put heavier discounts on some of the stuff they've got more stock of, so that they can get used to it. Or get rid of it, I should say, not get used to it. Right. So, let's make some cards, shall we? I think that's enough of talking for now. But as I say, if you haven't already done so, sit down, rewatch the video with your catalogue, mark up what you want. I will post, I have a host code to use this month, so do make sure to use the host code. I'll post it after this, when this live is finished. And that way, if you use the host code, I will send you a thank you gift. So yeah. Right. Next, let's make some cards, shall we? So for this first card, I'm going to use the Holly Jolly Wishes and the Holly Border Punch. So again, these are both retiring. Okay, so we've just got a Whisper White card base, and then we've got a Real Red layer and a Whisper White layer, and then I've die cut a circle in white. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my greeting. So I've got have a Holly Jolly Christmas, I've got some scraps of Evening Evergreen and Real Red for my holly. So I'm going to do a little bit of sponging. Move those to one side. So I'm going to ink up in my Real Red, and then I'm going to take my Evening Evergreen. I'm using my sponge dauber. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then we can, let's see if I can get this actually on my circle. There we go. Let's close it, because these two colours I shouldn't have done. Oh, okay, Mary, see you later. Hope your mum is well. I shouldn't have started with Evening Evergreen and Real Red, because they're the colours that really get everywhere. Right, so what I'm going to do is, with my punch, is I'm just going to punch out. There we go. So now let me just separate out my little berries, like so, and then that's rubbish. And then I'm just going to do my holly leaves. So I know that we have dies that die cut out holly leaves, but what I like about the punch is that it becomes much easier to do multiples like I'm doing here. Okay, so I think that should be enough. So we'll just pop all that up there, out of the way. And then I have a decision for you. Do I use my Evening Evergreen or my Real Red ribbon? Let me just open it. Got a new reel here. Or the Real Red sheer. So what's your thing here? That let me just do some assembly. So let's grab my glue. Okay, so I'm just going to place my glue, my Whisper White onto my Real Red. Okay, so the plan is to have either a red or a green. So let me know what you think. And I just want to grab one other thing. Hang on. I just want to grab, this is the coordinating stamp set, and they've got a little punch here, so I might use that. So now let's assemble our holly. So what I'm going to do is, rather than do a glue dot for each bit of holly, red, red, red. Okay, you're pretty unanimous today on the red, so that's good. Red it is. Now I think I'm just going to keep it at 2. Okay, and then we're going to put it there, and then we'll do another one. So you can see Wow, it's unanimous, the red. Red it is. Okay, like so. And then what I'm going to do is, where's my little tool, is I'm going to just take a glue dot and place it over the top like that. Do the same there. And what that means then is I can just pick up and place my berries without having to fiddle about with wet glue. Now you could also use we've got red rhinestones, so you could do that to add a bit of sparkle. So there we've got our fun little jolly holly sentiment. So that's going to get popped up. Okay, and I'm just going to glue this down. And I think instead of putting it here, I'm going to put it in the middle. Grab some snow. So this would be a really easy card actually to make quite a lot of, because as you say, you just punch out a load of bits and then you just sit and assemble it, and it assembles really quite easily, as you can see. Comes together quite quickly. Okay, there we go. Let's make our loop a bit bigger. And I think I need a longer piece of ribbon on here. So let's do this. Yep. Okay, and then what I am going to do, I'm going to get my holiday rhinestones, which are these little red ones. I'm just going to add a few around the place. Got it stuck to myself. And maybe a little one down here. There we go. So have a holly jolly Christmas. Super simple. Okay. Let's just clear some of this away. So that is card number 1. And as I say, the stamp set and the punch are both retiring. So I think this stamp set is, oh, what's the discount on it? Let me just check. Page 29. So that is just £10. That stamp set, definitely worth adding to your collection. Okay. Alrighty, so, and I've got a few bits left over for another card. So next up, let's do the sparkle of the season. So I've done a lot of the die cutting on this ahead of time. So we've got, what I've done is I've cut out, so you can see we've got the piney wreath with some holly leaves. So I've cut one out in evening evergreen and one in shaded spruce. Okay, and then you can see we've got some extra holly leaves. So again, this is another die that's got holly leaves. Okay, I'm just going to get hold of them all. There's just some leftover bits where I did an autumn card. So move those, don't need them. And then we've got our berries, and I've cut these, I don't know if you can tell, but I've cut them from the velvet paper, which is really nice. So I'll just put all those there. Okay, and then what I've got is I've got a layer of evening evergreen. So this is early espresso evening evergreen, and this is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper, which is in the annual catalogue. Okay, so just going to stick all of those down. I'm going to do some heat embossing on this one, but first let's assemble our card. Okay, so then we've got our wreath. So it's tangled up. So what I'm going to do is, so you can see I'm going to line them up, and then I'm just going to shift to the left slightly so that they're slightly offset, like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to add some glue. In fact, I'm going to put this one down first. So we don't need a lot, we just need some glue in some strategic locations. You don't want to put too much on, otherwise what happens is it just oozes out. Okay, so I'll stick that one down. And just as a general rule, if you're just using one of these, you'll see there's a little gap at the bottom here. That's kind of where you would put a piece of ribbon. And if I remember rightly, I haven't got the dies with me, but the dies wood has got a little bow on it. But you can see the stamp set has got lots of these lovely images here for stamping, obviously. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not putting a lot on here at all. So how far along are you guys with your Christmas cards? Are you better organised than me? Are they all done and posted and out the door? Or are you still going? Okay, there we are. And then to bring in our blue dots, we're just going to fill out our wreath with our holly leaves. Now you could use regular glue, but I think this is just easier. Because it means then that you can just pop them wherever you want. As I say, really just to fill out this wreath. And the die set has got multiples of these, so you can die cut quite a few at a time. So you're not just die cutting one little leaf at a time, which just means it takes forever. Okay, and then for our berries, I am just going to use a little dab of glue. Okay, and then my Cake Pick tool. want something up here. I'm going to add an extra leaf. Oh. And berry. Okay, and then we want something here. We'll put two here. Oh, and then got one more. It's got stuck to me. Got glue on my finger. Okay. All right. Lynn has 2 to do. Gosh, that's a lot. So Sue's just started. Diane's been working for Young's, but still not ready and not sent any. Yeah, I know. That happens to me all the time. So now we've got our sentiment strip here. So I'm going to take the Merry Christmas, which I've got out already. And we're going to heat emboss that. So let me just grab my heat. So this just lets these things just settle for a couple of minutes before we keep fiddling. Okay. Gold, I think, will look nice. Does anybody know when the last posting dates for Christmas are for the UK? I have a feeling it's pretty soon. Is it this weekend? Okay. Good ink. There we are. I think this is a bit wonky, but we'll see once I've... Yes, it is, but I think I'll be able to trim it. Okay, so as usual, let's warm up our heat tool before we bring it to our card, because it embosses better that way. That goes out. There we go. There we are. Okay. Pop that across there. I'm going to do my usual trick and just do the ends. Just trying to see it through the camera, see if I can get it straight. Go. Okay, and then I have my gold shimmer ribbon. Again, this is another one that's retiring. I'm just going to tie a bow. And now comes the big question for me whenever I'm doing a wreath. Do I put the bow at the top of the wreath or the bottom of the wreath? What do you guys think? top or bottom. Just neaten my bow up. So we want it at the bottom or at the top. And we're just going to pop these ones up. Got an edge. Top, says Lynn. Bring back in my holiday gems because they actually have some like goldy bits which I think would be nice. Now that my piece is on, I can see that I've got a few gaps for berries, so let me just grab a few more. There we go. So we'll do it on top then, Lynn. Let's grab a glue dot. Okay, and then I think we need something here. I've got a gap. Ugh. Don't want you on that way. I want you on that way. There we go. And then if we just take some of these ones have like glitter, gold glitter inside them. So we'll add a few of those. And there we have it. And then I've just got a crumb cake layer for the inside. And I think what I'm going to do, because I've got some bits left over from earlier from my holiday, from my holly punch, is, Diane says top as well. That's good, because I've put it on the top. So I'm just going to create a little there we go, and I think because this is the inside of the card, I want them a little bit flat, so I'm actually going to stick my leaves down. There we go, and I'm going to do May the sparkle of the season warm your heart and home, and I'm going to start that in Evening Evergreen, which is here. Now what I should have done was do my stamping before I did my sticking and decorating, so let's hope that this one goes on nice and straight. There you go. I think I've put my, oh look, my stamp is a little bit crooked, but never mind. So there we go. So I have a couple more cards for you, so we've got time. Good. Oops. All right. So next up, let's just keep those there. As usual, I'm making a massive mess. So the next one is the Thanks and Peace stamp set. So Well, this is the one that's got the really, really big sentiments. So what I've got is I've made a square 14 by 14 card base with a 13 by 13 layer. And then this label comes from the die set that goes with the Christmas season stamp set. So it's beginning. So you can see this one's got big holly leaves and pine cones, and these are really, really good for just creating a big focus on your card. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. This is the Merry Snowflakes. I'm just going to use, actually I'm going to use the Flourish. And I'm going to grab my glitter organ ribbon. And I want my subtle shirt. So this is carrying over. These are going away. So I'm just going to do some heat embossing as well. Clear. So on here, I'm going to do the Peace on Earth. Now I'm just thinking, I was going to say, yeah, silver is what I want to do. I was going to say, should I do it in white? But that would be stupid because I'm doing it on white cardstock. So ignore me. Okay. Right, let's grab my embossing buddy. That's the other side. Okay, I've got my Versamark. So let's ink this up. So I'm just trying to make sure I get it on properly. Yep, that's straight. And then we got our silver. Oop. Oh dear. I've just flicked my my thing of embossing powder. Whoops. Alright. Let's just move it out of the way there for now. Cover it up. Deal with that later. There we go. Okay, so then we'll get my heat tool. I should be ready to go. I really love this sentiment. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so now we're looking at bits. Okay, and then I'm going to, so this is Pool Party cardstock. I'm going to do Pool Party stamping on top, so you get the tone on tone. can see, don't worry about if it's a mess in the middle, because our sentiment will cover that. There we go. And then I'm going to take our ribbon, and we're just going to do, yep, so I'm not going to wrap it round. Instead, I'm going to just pop 2 pieces and then trim them off, and then we'll pop our piece on earth on top. In fact, I think I'm going to put a third bit of ribbon. So I'm actually going to try and just curl it upwards a bit. I'm reluctant to use my scissors because I don't want to pull the glitter off. Yeah, don't want to do that. Okay, so now let's grab our dimensionals. There we go. So I'm going to use my big edge pieces. Okay, and I'm also going to add, this to be really white, a bit luxurious. So I'm also going to add some silver. Okay, so let's put some more adhesive down. Okay. Get it on straight, and then we have our sequins. Oops, butterfingers. Oopsie. So these are a mix of white and silver, matte and silver shiny. So I'm just going to . I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and then I'm going to put a little bit of Okay, let's start with those. So I'm going to put silver. So mix. Some are white, some are silver, some are matte. But I'm using all the small ones. Okay. There you go. Close that up carefully. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this up. Fingernails are failing me. Okay, make sure I've got it on my card the right way around. And there we go. Peace on Earth. So that's card number 3. What time are we at? Okay, do we have time for one more? Let me know if you have time for one more while I just clear up a little, make some space. Yes, please, says Doreen. Okay, one more it is then. Okay, so we've got the last one is using the Season's Greetings. That's all right, Diane. You can catch the end of it on catch up. It's been lovely being back. I always miss it when I don't craft with you guys. All right, so we're going to use the Merry Snowflakes and I'm going to use the stamps and the dies. So ahead of time, I have cut out some, so here's just some of the snowflakes that you can do, okay? And then I'm going to stamp and emboss in gold on vellum, because what I've got is a slightly unusual color combination here. I've got some Melon Mambo and some of our Abstract Impressions card. So again, not a traditional Christmas, but I think hopefully it should work. Okay, and then I'm going to use the big Season's Greetings stamp set. Okay, so let's just grab our stamps. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's start with our vellum. Plenty of, with the vellum you need extra of your embossing body because it does hold a lot more static than regular cardstock. Okay, so we'll start with our large stamp, like so. Now you can't see it, but I can see here where I've already stamped. Okay. So then just bring this in and put our gold on here. Yeah, place that carefully to one side. So when you're doing heat embossing, if you need to do quite a few bits and pieces, or you've got a bit of a production line going, is that the thing to do is to put the powder on, and then you can put it to one side, and as long as nothing rubs up against it and rubs the powder off, it gives you a little bit longer to then go and do what I'm doing, which is then doing something else. So I'm just going to stick that on there. There we go. There we are. I mean, look at that as a big greeting. Again, I love big greetings, particularly if you're making lots of cards. A big greeting is really helpful because sometimes all you need is just some nice patterned paper and then your greeting over the top and you are done. One or two little embellishments or something, but it's dead easy. You don't need to, it really does a lot of the work for you on your card. Okay, so let's do this. There we go. Magic. Beautiful. There we go. Alrighty, I'll just bring in my Emboss machine. Make some space. Grab the appropriate dies. So 1, 2, there's the one. There we go. Okay, so just line that up. And because these two dies are quite close together, I'm going to do these two first. There we go. Okay, so look at those. Beautiful. And then I can run this one through without worrying about the dies overlapping each other, because you don't, it's like not crossing the streams in Ghostbusters. You don't want your dies to cross over one another as they're going through the machine, because they will damage each other and break. And that would not be good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so again, this isn't the kind of card that you'd make hundreds of, but it's actually not that difficult. It's easy to do the steps. So, you know, you do all your stamping, all your heat embossing, all your cutting, and then you just assemble. And that's the trick to mass Christmas card making, is getting all your bits together and then just assembling at the end. Now, is this skinny enough? No, it's not. Okay. So, I'm going to trim it, because what I want, I want it like that. Okay. I'm going to flag it. So to create a flag, I eyeball it, but you could measure it. You cut down the center of your piece and then you cut from the corner in to your cut line. Like so. And that gives you your flag. Okay, so I'm just going to do that because I want it to be a little bit like so. And then all we've got to do is arrange our snowflakes. So I've cut some white ones in case that's what I need, because I kind of want a mixture. But looking at it, I think we'll be fine just with the gold. What do you guys think? You need the white? What do you think, with the white or without, whilst I do my sentiment? So in order to make sure that this bit stands up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a double layer of dimensionals on here, and then a single dimensional on the other bits. Doreen says all gold. Okay, and then I'm going to add double dimensionals on the ends, but I'm going to use my minis. Just gold, says Sophia. So remember, we've got single and double, and in fact what I'm going to do is peel off both layers. Go. There we are. And then we can just glue. Okay, looks like it's just gold, ladies. Your wish is my command, as they say. I mean, if you look at that, just that on its own is lovely. You don't really need to add a whole lot else to it. But we're going to. So I'm just going to add. Keep picking up the wrong glue. I'm just going to add a little dab. Then it won't be visible. There we go. And then, let's bring in our, now, do we use, I think I might use the gold here. I was going to use them, but I think the gold might be better. So these are our brushed metallic dots. Yeah, I'm going to put dots in the center of each of our snowflakes. Here we go. And I think that should do it. Don't want to go overboard. If I had some gold Wink of Stella, I would put it on there. So there we go. Now it's your turn. It's time to decide which card is your favourite. So I've still got these left over, and I have a feeling I might just do like a... I'm going to do one really quickly for you. Nope, I can't find what I wanted to do. I'll have to wait for another one. Okay, so do we like card number 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3. Can you see them all? Okay, so as I said, remember we've got all of the discounts in the autumn-winter catalogue are while supplies last. Lots of stuff 50% off, including stamp sets and dies and what have you. So do make sure to go to my online store. I'll post the link when I'm done with this video. Use the host code so that I can send you a thank you gift. And stock up on your favourites. So let me just... And as I said, so Sue says 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool, thank you, Sue. And I should be back next week. I've also just trying to plan in my diary our launch party in early January. So Sophia says 2, 4, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay, 4 seems to be a popular choice. But we've got a bit of difference. There we go, easier to see. So thank you, everybody. It's been lovely being back, and I will see you all again next Wednesday. Happy crafting, and bye.